today we are going to change a tire on a vehicle. First thing you need to do is you have to find and locate your jack stand and your tools to change the tire. Alright, so here we have the jack stand, which will go underneath the car at a specified area that is marked underneath the vehicle for the top of the stand. And you might have to do some assembly for the stand just so you can use it.
So when you're using the lift thing to pick up the front end of your car when you're doing the tire, you can make sure that it's not too high that your car might tip over itself because the weight will be all thrown off. Just make sure it's high enough you can just basically move the tire out of the off and get one direction down.
You also want to make sure that when you're lifting the vehicle that it's on a flat surface, so it's not tipped in any way, because it could potentially tip if it's not centered.
What we're going to do is use this wrench to take off the lug nuts on the inside of the wheel. The lug nuts are big. And you have to use one of these big wrenches to take them out.
Now, some vehicles may have 6 lug nuts, others may have 5. It depends on the type of vehicle and how the size of it. So, I found the right size wrench for my lug nuts, and now I'm just going to go loosen these up. Well, it's not going to move. So, in that case, what you're going to need is an impact wrench or impact gun, whatever you decide to. There's multiple names for it. So for mine, what you do, you plug it into your cigarette lighter. Which provides the power for it.
You have to turn your car on too so that your car has some battery.
Yeah, you want to put it onto accessory. Alright.
There it goes.
Go.
This is a lot more powerful, and you're going to want to make sure that the only reason that it's not working with Bristen's wrench here is because he's used the power wrench before and it's on so tight he's got to use that again.
So, these lug nuts are really tight on there, so it takes a little bit to get each one off. Which can happen. So if it does, it's just going to take you a little longer to get it done. Nothing wrong with that. And when you take off your lug nuts, you want to make sure you put them in a safe spot so you don't lose them. If you lose one, well, you're screwed.
This is a lug nut right here. It's very big, it's kind of heavy, and it's supposed to keep the tires on the car. So therefore it is one heavy duty nut. Sometimes the lug nut, there might be some rust on it, or there might be some oil or something on there from whatever you've been doing with your car. And so if you get stuck in the wrench, you just gotta pry it out. Just first thing he's doing now.
We got it. Okay.
Oh.
Now we got 2 off.
Yeah, we have number 2 off. You don't want to do it in a star pattern so that the wheel won't start to tip out and break the other lug nuts as it's falling this way. Because wheels are very heavy. So you want to do it in a star pattern so you know that it'll stay on.
So now we're not going to take off the entire wheel because for safety reasons, you don't want to constantly take on and off the wheel because it could lead to the lug nuts not being tightened correctly all the way, and they could come off as you're driving. So I'm going to take off a couple of the lug nuts, but we're going to show you now how to, once you've taken off the wheel and replaced it and put on another one, how to tighten the lug nuts to keep it so it is evenly distributed and that you don't cause any damage to your wheel. When you go to put your lug nuts back on, you want to hand tighten them first, so you don't strip the screw that's on the nut.
It's snowing.
All in all, though, changing tires is something you don't want to have to do very often, because if you have to change a tire, it means that you blew a tire or your tire popped, or something's wrong with the axle, and so it can be expensive at auto shops. And knowing how to change your own tires can really help you in the long run.
Last one. So see how I put this one on first, then I moved to this one, and now I'm moving to this one. And you want to do that with each of them in a star pattern, so like I said before, it keeps the tightness evenly distributed, and so it doesn't potentially warp your inside of your wheel.
Now I was just checking to make sure that the power wrench did its job by hand checking. It can always be a little bit better to make sure with hands on that you've done something right. And there it is.
Alright, and that is how you change the tire.
I'm American made, but a large Chevrolet. My mama taught me wrong from right.